Hello everyone. Good evening and welcome to this live today about the favorite topic DNF. So, what is DNF? It's a very popular term for the readers, but for those of you who don't know it, it's did not finish. Hello, hi, thanks for joining. Let me first start by getting my special guest in. And BASMA is right here. And we are very excited for this particular live and this topic of Book Lovers Connect. Hi, BASMA. Hey!
Hi, I'm so sorry. It's the prayer right now in the background, so I'll mute the mic till it's over so you can read the live.
All right. Sure. So I'll take that minute to talk a little bit about what we are here for till the time we'll wait for BASMA to resume talking. So Oman Book Lovers Club has something for everyone. We've spoken a lot about what we do in our various lives, so I'll save the time there today. We have multiple segments, and one of that is Book Lovers Connect, which is a simple monthly meet connecting book lovers on a bookish topic. So you don't have to read a book to come and join this meet. It is not a book discussion. It is not a reading challenge. It is simply a topic which is a popular topic amongst book lovers, readers. So even if you're not reading right now, even if you've not read for a year, but if you have read ever, you'll find these topics relevant and interesting. So Book Lovers Connect happens 15th of every month, and that's what this segment is about. All the meets in Oman Book Lovers Club happens on Google Meet, and the IG Live is a sneak preview into what really happens in this. So today, depending on the audience interaction, we might extend the conversation and keep discussing the topic through the comments, through your answers, through your participation. And whoever wants to join for a more detailed discussion is welcome to register for the Google Meet, which will happen on 14th August at 8 p.m. Oman time, which is 9:30 IST, 5 p.m. British Summer Time. BASMA, are you back?
Yes, I am. Hello, everybody.
Hello. We are super excited to be talking to you, BASMA. It was an absolute pleasure meeting you the other day. And I'm so glad you found the time to lead this meet for us because it's a very fun topic. And you are the most fun person who could lead this meet. So thank you so much.
Honestly, it's a pleasure. I hope my voice is clear. Is my voice
clear? It is.
Okay. So yeah, I'm so excited for this topic because the last time I met you, we were talking about every book I did not finish. And I felt it resonated with what I'm going through right now. Because right now I'm sharing the books I have, but I'm like, none of y'all are done. Some of you have been here for years.
Yeah. And you know, our conversation was not the reason I asked you to lead this meet. This idea came from actually the team, you know, my friends, my dear friends, Webavi, Trupti, Benazir, Ruqayya. I think a couple of them suggested, why don't you ask? We was still, you know, this meet was still in the making, and they suggested, you know, why don't you check with BASMA if she's interested to lead this. And so our conversation had nothing to do with us inviting you to lead. So I'm glad that we are here. So would you like to dive right into the, I'm sorry, before that, for those of you don't know, you are global followers, some of them who will be joining or watching this video later, we'll request you to introduce yourself a little. Just, you know, tell people who you are, what you do. Did we lose connection with you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining. Yeah. It's warming up.
Everybody that's joining is a book lover. You can read whatever book you like. Like I started on my computer. I had a friend who used to type books and I would just read it, you know. and then it turned into apps, and then from apps started books, you know. Thank God we have like a book fair here, so that's my heaven. I would always attempt to learn a new language, but yeah, we should stop that.
So I think we lost connection in between. Would you like to, briefly introduce yourself for the people who are from outside Oman who may not know a lot about you, and tell them who you are, what you do, just, a little bit.
Okay, for those of you who know me and haven't seen my face, this is BASMA. I'm a part-time content creator and I'm a radio presenter at Merge 104.8. You can also listen to me on online. I usually go on afternoon time in Muscat, Oman time. And yeah, I connect with everyone around the world. We text each other, we play games, and it's just a fun time. If you're the type of person who likes old school music, then it's the station for you. So yeah.
Lovely, lovely. So, do you want to dive right into the topic?
Yes, definitely, definitely. So when you talked about the DNF list, I honestly did not think that I had a list. More like a compilation of just books. That's the list, like an actual visual thing that I see. Nice to see you too, girl. Is it a girl or guy? Let me see. Sort of. Okay. So I wear glasses, but today's look does not. I did not want to wear my glasses is right here, like it's staring at me, but I do not want to wear it for the look today, you know? If I didn't read your comments, I am so sorry. Please don't hate me, okay? So getting back to the DNF, yeah, I didn't have a list, but I found myself this week and I was like, okay, what are books that I would like I did not finish and I would want to finish? Because now I have some books that I found it interesting, let's say a year ago, but right now the interest is not there. So I have on my list maybe 3 books, and I just stared at the
Wow.
books and be like, oh, that's a long one.
So let's hear from the people watching. Would you put in the comments, do you also DNF? Do you leave the book in between, did not finish, or do you force yourself to read the books like Basma is trying to do now?
I'm attempting to.
Yeah. So please, whoever's watching, do keep commenting. Do you DNF books, and what's your most recent DNF? Basma, let's talk about your most recent DNF.
So my most recent, I'm literally staring at my books as we speak. So right now I'm trying to complete After the Rain, this one. It's by Alexandra
Uh-huh.
L. It's such a great book. What I like about it is the quotes and the pastel colors. I feel like I'm a child, but it has a lot of like motivational quotes and reminders and practices. So I feel like the path that I'm going through in life right now, really grateful about this book. It's helping me a lot. It's all about gentle reminders for healing, courage, and self-love. Because you know what?
Oh.
You need self, you know? This is a great book that I started off forcing myself, but then slowly I started reading it more. I feel like one of the ways that helped me start off this book, I had a playlist on Spotify. I would just listen to any classical music and it would get me in the mood. So that's one. The second one is How to Steal Like an Artist. It's also a practice kind of book. I don't know if I have it here. Yes, I do. It's this one. How to Steal
Oh,
Like
it
an
looks.
Artist journal. It's all practices. It looks so good. It looks like a notebook. Like
Yeah, it
literally,
does.
even when you see the side, it's like a notebook. It's clear. Like if
Oh.
you finish the text, you finish the book. So
Oh.
smart. Yeah. And then I have this one book. Hissam, if you're on the live, I am so sorry. I did not give you back the book. I graduated from college and I didn't give it back. But I come to a house, I swear. One of the other books that I really, really love, and I read it sometimes before I go to bed, or sometimes I one time read it to my niece. It's called Zanzibar Tales. So this is a book that my friend reads it to his sisters. And I started reading
Oh,
it now, and I really, really love the stories. Like, it's so nice. But I need to give this book back. I am so sorry. I'm still gonna work. I'll bring it back. I promise.
Masood Al Hajri says 6 books on my list. Masood, would you like to tell us which books you did not finish, or would you like that to be a secret? And Shamsa says, I have several on my list. Shamsa, would you like to tell us which all have you not finished? Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. So many of members joining in. I'm loving that. Wow.
So,
Hello, everyone who's joining. Niva, Fatma. Thank you, Rasil. Hope you enjoyed the conversation. So what we're talking about is new members who just started watching the video now. Do you also DNF the books, did not finish? And if you do, how many in the recent, maybe this year? Do share your number in the comments. And for the rest of you watching, would you like to talk? Tell us. Hello, Fatma.
sorry.
Would you like to tell us that do you push yourself to complete a book and try avoiding leaving it in between? Do you DNF or do you not DNF? Is the answers we're looking for from the viewers. Shamsa says, well, one I've actually recently continued reading is a book called Lost Connections by Johan Hari. Fatma says, read 7 this year. So Fatma, you read 7. Did you also DNF any? My parallel universe. Hi, where were we? 2 in last 2 months. Would you like to share which ones, or is that sensitive? Yes. Sorry, you were saying something, Basma.
No, I was just saying hi to Fatma, I guess. Also, I had a question for you. Do you have a DNF list?
I don't have a list, fiction is usually something that I'll always end up finishing. Non-fiction, I read in parts. So I'll start something, then I'll read it over days. So I don't, only very heavy philosophy is something I would leave in between. I typically, you know what? I think I find it difficult to admit that I did not finish because it's in between. I'm reading 15-20 books. They're all open and I'll read them someday. So
As long as that makes you happy, girl.
So, I think DNF is really when you do not like a book and you can't stand it and you just shut it because either you don't like it or it's just not for you, So, when you are quite sure you don't want to read it and you will never read it. So, at least in the last 2 years, I don't think I've had any such book which I would not read and did not read and just stopped reading. I may have many books which I started, but then I jumped to another and then to another and then... So... I was trying to remember actually. I was trying to think about it if I had something that I did not finish. But no, not really. I mean, they're all work in progress, to be honest.
Yeah. I feel like for me, I had a book back in 2020 that is still in my shelf till this day. And I don't have, it's not the same. The feeling is not mutual because I remember it's a fictional book called Bone by Bone. And it's a really nice, interesting story about, this mother that is looking for her child. So dramatic, and I love it. I'm here for it. But I have this thing that I always have it, even in video games, when I get somewhere and I cannot, it's a long, either dialogue or a hard level to pass on, So in this book, one of the chapters, there's a long dialogue that I was getting drained. I was like, okay, find the child right now, girl.
Yeah.
So I got so pissed. I left that book. I was like, you know what? I don't care. I do not care if you didn't find that child. At this point, the author was doing something? Are you trying to complete the word number? Like, what are you trying to do? You're dragging the story.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
I left it, and I don't know if she got the child or not. I didn't care. So yeah.
And there are some of our members sending some answers. Let's go through them. Are you able to read, or do you want me to read them for you?
I can't see any of the comments, by the way.
I'll do
I don't
that
know
for
what's
you. I'll do that for you. So Webavi says, I'm enjoying this discussion. Absolutely, Webavi, and we look forward to seeing you in the Google Meet too. She says, To Kill a Mockingbird. First time she DNF'd it, but then second time you read it. Yeah, so I think it qualifies for DNF when you give it a try. What made you give it another try, Webavi? Do share. Then
Please.
I'll go to Fatma says, yes, the 4-hour work week I DNF'd. I don't know about this book. Which one is this? Do you know about it?
No, I don't know
Yeah.
about it.
Fatma, if you can tell us the author, or maybe, yeah, maybe. Shamsa shares, sometimes things stack up on DNF list when you get busy. Actually, true. That's the case with me. That's why I don't
Yep.
call it DNF. I call it work in progress. Only the ones which I
I
just
love it.
decide I will not read. So,
Perspective.
ah.
Just
Where
changing
we
it.
also shares the second book she did not finish is Fangirl. I know about this. We talked about it. It was just for a young adult and she didn't kind of enjoy it. Fangirl.
I finished Fangirl. Oh my God, that book gave me the feels. I felt like I was this main character living in a book. I love it. Ooh, it's a nostalgic book. Sorry, continue.
Really?
Wow,
I
Fangirl?
think, I'm
I finished
sorry,
when
but
I was a teenager.
I think obviously it depends on where we are in life. So I'll have to admit we're much older, probably that's why.
No, I read it when I was in high school. That's why. If I read it right now,
Huh,
I
then
wouldn't
it's
find
the
it
right
interesting.
time, I think. That's
But
what Weber was sharing
after,
about the book, that it was
yeah.
probably, sorry.
No, it's alright. It's just the connection, maybe.
Yeah, I think there's a lag. So yeah, please go on. What were you saying?
No, I'm just saying that the book Fangirl, I remember I used to read it when I used to live with my grandparents, and I had this book. Like, I didn't want anyone to know what I'm reading, although it was like childish stuff. I would read it and blush and sleep next to it. Like, that book, I fangirled it. Like, I was living a main character life. It was just beautiful. Good
Yeah,
days.
yeah, yeah. I One of the books I felt was not for me, honestly, but I did not DNF it because I would probably leave the book in between and be sure not to read it only if it does not is not for me for various reasons. Maybe I don't like the content, maybe I don't like the way the story is going. The Silent Patient, the thriller, the hot selling book, at some point in between I just did not want to continue reading it because it wasn't for me. I think the storyline was messing up with my head, but then it was such a thriller that you just could not leave it. I did finish it and I finished it very quickly. So um,
Yeah.
somebody else shared something. Fatma also shares she reads daily with an accountability partner. So yeah, buddy reading is what it's popularly called in the Bookstagram world. So Fatma, we also have our buddy reading. Every month we choose 2 books, one fiction, one non-fiction. So you might like to join in the gang if you wish. And what else is coming in? What else would you like to talk about, Basma? Any new elements of the DNF?
I feel like ever since I did the whole DNF process, I'm the type of person who doesn't read fast. I'm a very slow reader, and I have like a voice in my head that reads it. You know, after I play my playlist, like I forgot the actor's name, but that actor, the voice for every book I would read. Anyways,
Yeah.
I feel like whenever need to like literally live in that world. So it takes me a long time to finish one book. And I feel like that's because I'm a very slow reader. Even when I read jokes out of someone's phone, I take time. Like it's not even funny anymore. You know? So I'm a slow reader by
Yeah.
nature. Yeah. I feel like for me, I
Yeah.
take it as it's not a speed. Like I will finish it eventually one day. It's a working life. Read them and let me separate them. Like this one I would read at night. Get up reading, I worked, and it's there for practice. When
I
BASMA
am
feels like
losing you. Is
to
it
be
my network or?
creative, practice. No, better creative or just level up.
Yeah, I think I lost you in parts, so I could not hear you very well clearly. But I hope it was an issue at my end and everybody else could hear
Okay.
you. Um,
I hope everyone
okay,
can clarify.
Weber shares that OBLC book discussion, the book discussions we have at Oman Book Lovers Club made me take up To Kill a Mockingbird again after she DNF'd it first time. So that's good. In my solitude shares, mostly I have DNF'd non-fiction. Ooh, fiction lovers everywhere.
Oh,
And we have your namesake joining in. I am Basma 9 joined. Hi, Basma and Basma.
oh, damn. Hi, BASMA. You're my favorite
And
because we have.
Webhavi, I think, commented on something you were saying. That's how books are, isn't it?
Yup.
Mun,
One
mun
book when they.
lag. Mun lag. I don't know what. Uh,
Am I lagging?
I think so. Is it my issue or yours? I'm not sure. I'm so sorry. Munlag
Don't
says,
lag.
I read both first fangirl book for the sake of Zoe. I think he meant to say both first and second fangirl book for the sake of Zoe. Is Zoe the main character of fangirl?
I don't remember, but that name is very familiar. So,
Shamsa has an interesting point. I know the topic is DNF, but what are your top books you can't forget? That's a completely different topic altogether, but we can talk about it.
okay. So I hope I'm not lagging. There is this one 3-part series book. Still, it's a fiction book, very fangirly, very teenage, audience. But I remember like this book, whew, it had a part of me in it. I don't know why. Like I feel like it was an interesting one. It was basically about 3 characters, and the 3 of them are in the same. They live in the same dorm, okay? But each each character has its own story and how they got there, and then their journey in like the school that they were in Paris. It's called Isla, Elsa, and some other chick. It's 3 girls, and it was
Yeah.
so interesting. I feel like back in the days, I used to love like chick flick movies. To this day, I do,
Yeah.
and I like those innocent romances. It used to make me blush. These days, I just emphasize how I feel. But yeah, I would see like these 3 characters. One of them is from America, the other girl, I don't know, French, and like you need to read it in series so that okay, the next book would be Isla because they met. So now we need to know how Isla met her. and then the other girl. So interesting. But yeah, that
Wow.
story is like emphasized, girl power and just the union of how this other book that I never had the actual physical book, but I told you about it. It's the Saudi book that I read, the first one ever, that
Hmm.
a classmate of mine actually typed the whole book and put it on this flash drive, and all of us copied it. It was on Word, Microsoft Word. I used to read it, all of it.
Yeah,
It's basically
it's
the
incredible.
whole book.
How much time did we have
Yeah,
back in the day?
that girl was a great typer. That's all I know, because she did.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, it was my first. I think it was my first book and my first ever. Like, I fell in love with Arabic books more. I don't remember the title, but it's the concept of it was all emails between four girls who are friends. And oh my God, it felt so realistic because, mainstream back in the days when I was. That book gave us like the real, reality that goes on the tea, and I loved it. Like, you would see best friends gossiping, and then this one girl tries to steal this other man's man, and it's all like in slang Arabic. Oh, beautiful! That was my first attempt ever reading a book, and I was in love. That's how it started. I think these two books are my favorite.
Wow. What memories, huh? So, yeah,
Yeah.
see, like I told you at the beginning, my parallel universe also says that I love the ambience, deep blue.
Ah.
All right,
It's
I
actually
think,
purple, but the camera catches blue.
yeah, yeah, it's really lovely. It's really feel good.
Thank you.
So, there's a lot more to talk about in DNF and which books and why. Today, you guys were talking through the comments, but if you would like to talk to Basma face to face, I mean, virtually face to face, and discuss and converse, register with us, DM us for registration. The Google Meet, the Zoom call, which is more popularly understood, the Zoom call where we'll all be around the table and talking to each other will be on 14th August, 8 p.m. Oman time, which is 5 p.m. British Summer Time, 4 p.m. GMT. Do join in and enjoy the fun. These meets happen once every month on 15th of every month, 15th being a holiday this time. For some of us, we thought of doing it on 14th, which is Sunday. All right, then. Basma, do you want to add something more? Do you want to throw in something more to let people know why they should join on 14th?
You should join in for the vibes, because it's like we're gonna talk about DNF, but in the same time, you're gonna be able to talk to us too. Like, it's not only the comment section that I can't read right now. Also, like,
Yeah, exactly. This was more of, this was just a preview, and the real conversation, the real fun happens on 14th in the Google Meet. I'm not sure if it's just me losing Basma or everybody else is also not getting the transmission, but let's get set. Are you there? We lost you in between.
I am here. I am here. I can even hear myself from your live. But can you hear me?
Oh, I could hear you now, but I lost you in between.
It's okay. We're gonna work on that. on the next meet.
Yes. Because in between, some of the members did confirm on the chat that they could hear me clearly. So it seemed like a Wi-Fi or connection issue probably at your end. So next time we'll be more
Definitely.
clear. Google Meet will not be a problem. So Google Meet will be fun. So see you all on Sunday, 8 p.m. And Basma, I'm super excited to be talking to you once more. And trust me, guys, talking to her is a lot of fun. So you don't want to miss it. All right, then. Thank you so much, Basma, for this. You have a lovely evening ahead. And all of you who joined today, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And thanks for engaging with the comments. It was really a lot of fun. So thank you all and have a great night. Thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, we've not able to hear you, Basma. Think. All right. I think
I'm
I'll
just
say
saying
bye-bye
goodbye
and we
because my
see
network
Basma
is
on
bad.
14. Yeah, she's here to say bye at least. So sorry for the connection today.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys. See you guys.
Bye-bye.